Welcome to the third episode of the second season of the Inside the Industry production, brought to you by the Music Industry Studies students at Cal Poly Pomona. I'm Frankie, the host of this three-part series, where we focus on three different artists who will perform for us a couple songs, followed by an interview by yours truly. So MIS majors get a chance to explore and exercise their interests at Cal Poly, and this project will give you a better understanding of what goes beyond what you may see on the surface and taps into the behind-the-scenes world of performance and how these productions are put together. So audience members can follow the behind-the-scenes from this series on our Instagram and YouTube page at Inside the Industry. Almost lost my voice. So today's episode will feature our guest, Jacob, and his crew. We got Austen right here.
Kev.
We got Kev. Nevada right there. The sickest name I ever heard today.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kevin. For sure. So, and we'll have a chance to hear and speak with them at, this very own recording studio brought to you by Kevin. Mm-hmm. So Jacob, who is an MIS student at Cal Poly, he specializes in playing the bass and producing music, and will be performing a couple pieces for us with his friends. So let's give it up for Jacob and crew. Woo! Yay!
I'm in new skin you can't get in. We both know that our roads have split. My roots grow stronger and you throw a fit. You don't wanna face that our love doesn't exist. Our love doesn't exist. I would never expect perfection with all this you gave me. Introspection, my heart just needed protection. I would never forget connection with all this you gave me. Misdirection, my heart just needed reflection. Yeah. You leave me tied up in maybes and knots. I need a lot, baby, you don't got. You bring me down, I'm better without. This ain't what I need. This ain't what I need. Out my body grows new leaves. The sun, she just helps me breathe.
I got my eye where I was like sip through my signs. He was like miss please. I know it costs you to spend on me, but I'll do whatever my baby need. Try to help you out like drip. Bloom as soon as you get this. Yeah, they got roots in you, but don't stay for the make believe. No paper leaves.
I would never expect perfection with all this you gave me. Introspection, my heart just needed protection. I would never forget connection with all this you gave me. Misdirection, my heart just needed reflection.
You leave me
tied up in maybes and knots. I need a lot, you don't got. You bring me down, I'm better without. This ain't what I need, nah, this ain't what I need. You leave me tied up in maybes and knots.
I need a lot.
Baby, you don't got. You bring me down, I'm better without. This ain't what I need, this ain't what I need.
no talking. Still, I'm glad I'm a fan way before my project. Still, why you gotta be so cold? I understand. Get the check, let the good times roll. Still, that ain't what I need. A little more you, but please just don't tease. A little more something. Anything, please. I wanna function.
It could be night or day. Smooth walking, we can get into it. Move how you move it, babe. Let the beat guide the way. Too often, we neglect the music. So let's seduce it, babe.
Like,
like, get to know ya. For now, just moving closer.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, and tell me
what you gonna say.
Things to get the mood on, cause I wanna get my groove on. And for you, that's easy said and done. You take me by the hand, you show me you're the one, and make me understand that this is more than fun, more than a romance. And as the moon and sun, endlessly we dance.
yeah, we dance.
Okay, I wanna get to
Look, lil' mama, I could tell you about where I came from, or we could speak a little something about the things that I done, who I wish I was and who I kick it with, how I make my bread and who I split it with. But I'd rather just steal your heart like a thief in the moonlight. Dance to these love songs, do it to the mood right. It's you that I want, and I can tell you feeling me. And you look like a Beverly, so what you want, I can never be, baby. But all I need for me is a better me, baby. So I can hit you, no questions, no jeopardy, baby. I heard you got it in the head like Kennedy, baby. And I heard you just like Maryland. So maybe we could experiment it to experiment and we could see. And maybe we could get to know we French kissing, chilling out by the beach. Just no need for them hands on the clock when it's just you and me. I swear that tick don't talk when it's just us three. Cause the music coming wherever we be, day or night, no matter the weather, no limit. The pleasure when we together is heavenly things.
Smooth walking,
baby.
We can get into it. Move how you move it, babe. Let the beat guide the way. Too often, we neglect the music. So let's seduce it, babe.
Like,
like,
I'm in the club for a little bit longer.
Baby, your ways got me way from you.
Yeah, you know I hate it when you do like that. You know I hate we getting too like that. Yeah. High to the low, got me buzzed. Looks like I'm in it for the long run. You got me stuck like glue like that. Yeah, you the one that make me move like that. Yeah. I'm in the club for a little bit longer.
Baby, your ways got me way from you.
Yeah, you know I hate it when you do like that. You know I hate we getting too like that. Yeah. High to the low, got me buzzed. Looks like I'm in it for the long run. You got me stuck like glue like that. Yeah, you the one.
It could be night or day. Smooth walking, we can get into it. Move how you move it, babe. Let the beat guide the way. Too often, we neglect the music. So let's seduce it, babe. It could be night or day. Smooth walking, we can get into it. Move how you move it, babe. Let the beat guide the way. Too often, we neglect the music. So let's seduce it, babe.
Thinking we seduce it, babe.
So Jacob, you and your friends, I know it's so awkward. It's just like you and
Yeah.
you and your friends gave us a fantastic performance. So as always, I gotta say, tell me about yourself. Where are you from? What made you want to go to Cal Poly? I know there's a reason.
Okay, my name's Jacob. I'm 23. I play bass, produce music. This is my sister, Nevada, obviously from the same place. Glendora, Covina area. Austen.
You sir. Covina area. My name's Austen.
My name's Kevin. I'm from Pasadena, California.
Yeah.
Nice.
Why'd I choose Cal Poly?
Yeah, why? No pressure.
Because it was close, honestly. Like, I got in and it was close, but I mean, it would have been different if I came there, like, for music from the start, but because I used to be a math major. Don't tell anyone.
Gross.
But, yeah. But, yeah, I'm so glad I ended up here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that who go to Cal Poly originally for like something else, like something that like Cal Poly mostly specializes in.
Yeah.
They're like math, like we used to do, or like engineering, and then they see like the music department, and they're like, I did not know this was here.
Yeah.
And they're
Half
like,
the people
you know,
I know there.
yeah, they're just like, you know what, I want to like do music instead. Like I know a
Yeah.
lot of people who just kind of were like, you know what, yeah, I'm just gonna follow like what I originally like really
Exactly.
loved to do.
Yeah.
So awesome. So where did this passion for music come from? Where did it all begin? You know, any of you guys could explain a little bit about like what really, you know, got you into music and liking it in the first place.
So I personally, you know, like when you're like depressed in high school and every day is the end of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
I was like feeling like that, and then there was like these couple albums and like artists that like really impacted me.
What were those?
You know who Smino is?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. His album Black Swan changed my life. Flower Boy, Tyler the Creator.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean a couple other around that time, but yeah, and then so I was like, okay, music is awesome, and I would love to, you know, make people feel better like that. So I just started trying to do it. I bought my laptop the first day of 2018, and I've been producing music ever since. But
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
yeah.
New Year's resolution.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, well, in high school, I mean, I would always joke around and, like, you know, freestyle with my friends. It was nothing, like, good. It was honestly just like, oh, you know, let's try freestyle, like, a cappella. Or maybe over a beat and stuff. And then I remember I met this guy in 2018. He had his laptop, and as a joke, I was like, oh, you make beats? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, I rap. You know, like, it was like one of those joke things. And then he's like, bet, bro. He's probably looking at me like, this guy. Like, you know, he's making the beats, and then he starts playing it, and I remember, like, it was like some dumb freestyle, but I was going off the top, and he was like, yo, that's fire, you know?
That's the sickest thing I've
Yeah,
ever heard.
and it was probably something dumb, like, it was cohesive, and it was going.
Yeah.
And I went on for a couple, and I was like, yo, he's like, you should write that down. And I was like, the next day, I was like, my little bed, I was just writing, and then the next day, I was like, yo, it's dumb, but, like, hear me out, you know? 32 bars later, he's like, bro, let's record that. You know, and then show my parents, and my mom recorded behind her back, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But pretty much, that's where I was like.
Oh, so that's where that started.
But pretty much, yeah, I just, I found my passion through people that are into it too. So like him, I wouldn't be rapping right now if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't be making music or pursuing it if it wasn't for this guy.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's cool. Right on.
I started my love for it began in 4th grade when I was playing violin, and I sucked.
Oh, okay.
But I followed it
I'm sure
out
you were.
through high school, and that was probably one of the best decisions of my life, because then I was like, oh, I have, you know, this knowledge in music, let me do something with it. And my brother was making the coolest beats I ever heard, so I was like,
Nice.
all right. So when I started college, I didn't know what to do at first, but then I got into music, and now it's the best thing ever.
Okay. Do you still like every once in a while like incorporate violin in your music, or you're like, no?
You know what? I just got my strings changed so I could start doing it again.
Exciting. All right. How about you?
Well, I grew up like with my grandparents always having music playing. My parents always having music playing. My grandpa, he always had guitars, drums, all up in the room, always playing. So I was always surrounded by it. And then like, I just always loved singing along to songs. Like I'll try my hardest. I'll sit in the car and just sing songs by myself all day. Yeah, and then being able to write along to his beats. My best friend's making beats. Yes, I'm gonna sing along to him.
You're like a chorus.
Yeah, and then haven't stopped.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So you guys have there's a good bond I'm feeling in the room.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good energy. I like that. I too used to like, that's kind of how I got started as well, was just like singing to like songs and whatnot. I started just singing Britney Spears at like 4 years old. Just singing like Hit Me Baby One More Time. And I was like this tall and I was just like, oh baby, baby. It was like, it's like why? Like my mom wanted to sing me like Itsy Bitsy Spider and I'm like, no, like I don't want that. I need the queen.
I remember having a CD player and just rapping every line of each word and I'm like, yo, it's some power you feel from like, you know, singing along.
Yeah, really. Okay. So I can tell that there's a lot of like R&B and like hip hop influence in your guys' music. Are there any like producers and musicians who've like inspired you? I know you talked about Tyler the Creator a little bit, and Smino.
Yeah.
Are there any others you think? Or?
Well, if I'm gonna say Smino, then I have to announce who like really inspires me, which is his producer Monte Booker.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been one of the biggest inspirations since I began. Artists like K Tronada. I have this artist that just found like more recently. His name's Aaron Taylor. Makes like some of the best R&B music, soul music I've ever heard. But yeah, artists like that. You guys?
Oh, you gonna go ahead?
I'd say I know me and Jacob are really inspired by SZA lyrically.
Yeah,
she's crazy.
Yeah, she's insane.
Insane, yeah. But yeah, we grew up with our parents playing R&B like all the time. So, you know, Usher and Musiq Soulchild was like my main influences. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I'm heavily inspired because I like weird like music. I just love weird beats. Like I was heavily inspired by like Gorillaz. Like their beats are just very weird and like I loved it how he's just so alternative and then a guy comes out rapping and then it goes back to alternative.
Yeah.
And, it's like, and you don't know where you're gonna go and that's why I'm always like, Jacob, let's make something weird. You know, let's make something where I'm uncomfortable, but then I surprise myself. And I think that's like the best thing is like that type of music, Gorillaz, and then I love like, you know, rappers like Mac Miller, you know, Anderson .Paak, stuff like that. Just yeah.
You're like, of course,
sure,
absolutely.
Like, yeah, it's just insane. Like, yeah, those are like my inspirations.
Yeah, whenever it's always good to like take those risks, you know, because you just never know. You can always stay like in that little comfortable area where like you're making music that kind of sounds like who you already originally like listening to. Yeah. But when you like what you said, make something like weird, some weird and freaky. It's like that's where you can really like.
Then you get bored. Like like, we can have like a boom bap beat, and then like I'll come on with raps, and it's just like okay, like I knew it wasn't this good, you know. Yeah. I like hearing something where I'm just like, whoa, like what the hell did we just do?
Yeah.
You know? Now it should be out in the world, you know.
Because you never know, because like something that could be like weird to you could be like so popular in the future.
Yeah, you like it for a reason, and you know there's people out there just like you.
Yeah,
so
and then you were like one of the pioneers. You know, if it gets to that place where it's like super popular.
Yeah.
Exactly. And about you?
I mean, they covered them all. Yeah, definitely Mac, Tyler, Smino for sure. Heavily influenced.
Good.
Yeah, just being able to. I like how Mac was like started off rapping and then got more into singing, more experimenting with his voice.
Yeah.
So that's more of what I'm trying to do too. Get more into the singing and being more comfortable with getting uncomfortable. You know.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I've noticed that a lot more like rappers also have tried to like sing as well in their songs. Like I noticed that there's kind of like a more of a blend with like rappers singing and then like rapping and then kind of going like in between that. Like I love like a good artist that I can think of would be Doja Cat. How she like raps like and she's like she just raps so well and then she starts singing and she sounds like an angel. And it's like
how's
people,
that fair, right?
She has like 10 different voices.
She does. Oh my god, I love it when people are like, she features on her own song.
That's like Kendrick. That's like Kendrick though too. Yeah. Kendrick has like 10 different voices, and he's an expert at all of them.
I think it's just them experimenting and not afraid, you know, to see where they can push their, you know, voice. That's cool.
Yeah, like Doja Cat was like everyone was like, yeah, she makes weird music, and now she's like the biggest pop star in the world.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane. She's so good.
She made it in a lab or something. That's crazy. She's just like, stats are all high, 100.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love her. So, all right. What made you want to pursue producing and create your own recording studio? Well, I know that this is Kevin's mainly, but what made you want to like, you know, get in here with your buds and want to do all of this and start producing? Because you totally could have just been like, oh, you know what, I like rapping or I like playing the bass, and you could have just went in that direction. But
yeah.
You know.
I mean, again, I think it was just inspirations, and I think it was just, it felt so good to like be creative and like regain that like childhood sense of like wonder, you know. That was like really something that I held on to when I started producing, and it's just like every time I'm at that laptop and I like make something new, it's just like fills me with a joy that like I can't compare to anything else. But and then we started building this like during the pandemic, like you said earlier, but because we had time, like that's what everyone had. But we just decided to do this with it, and been working on it ever since. But
Yeah, because like you could be like a musician and like hop onto other people's like art or other people's music and whatever, but like being a producer, like you're really a part of that like creative process.
Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite part about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that like the same for you guys when it comes to? Because I know are you guys like? Because I know, like you are a bassist and like producer and all of that. Are you three kind of also like producers in your own way, or like are you mainly like rappers? Or
I feel like he takes care of most of the instruments, but so I played violin throughout middle school, high school, elementary.
like violin. Oh my god,
played,
you got a strings gang going on.
We get it. I played piano as well growing up. So whenever I do hear stuff on the beat, I'll be like, hey, I think this would sound good on here, or we'll do that. So I like to give him his space, but when I hear stuff on there, definitely
I'm kind of the same way too. Where I'm just like, I just call it his computer magic, because I'm like, I have no idea how to run. I don't even know how to open an email right now. Like,
Oh no!
but like, I always pretend like I'm gonna make some beats real quick, like joking around with him. But like when he's on there, and I'm just like, yo, like I'm like, maybe if we do, like I won't be like, yo, maybe we do this and that. Like I'm act like I'm orchestrating him or whatever. But like sometimes we come to an agreement, like, oh, maybe it sounds more lower here. Like just, but like in terms of like producing, I just give him a space, and then you know we know when we're onto something. Huh? We just feel that energy, and we just run with it.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So he's like the middle. He's like the main guy, right?
He's like the brain.
Okay.
I've made a couple beats, mostly out of songs I would write on piano. I'm like, okay, I could do something with this, so I lay down a chord progression and go from there. But yeah, it's usually always like the core of it is me at the piano.
Okay, because I heard like the song that you did with him, and then it was really good. I liked it.
Thank you.
I loved your voice. I was like, okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was like pretty and stuff like that. So
Thank you.
So was that more like, was that song more of like his direction, like his input, or was it like?
That was about a situation that happened to me, but we were just in here one day, and he asked me what kind of vibe he was feeling, and I was like, oh, I've been listening to Yeek lately, and this is one artist that we like, and he was like, oh, I just made some drums that are kind of like him, and so we went off that, and it was just, it flowed really well, because it was a situation that had just happened to me, and so it was like a fresh wound kind of, so it felt really good to just lay it all out there. It happened pretty quick.
Okay, so he was mainly like, I guess you could say like, in terms of like instrumentals, like he was more in charge of that, but for you it was like you had like the emotion behind the song.
She came with like the lyrics and the idea and all that stuff.
Oh, that's good. That's a nice balance that you got going on. That's good. So what is your favorite song for you to perform? What's a favorite song that you've produced, I should say, as well?
Produced is probably this song we have called Episode 1. Well, that's like, you know, when you name your beats random things, like they don't have a name yet. That's what it's called. But I don't know. It's funny, the story behind that is like, so my neighbor who's like shares a wall with me, so I go to like my desk to start cooking a beat, you know?
As one would.
Like, and like I press play, and like 5 seconds later he's like dun, 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 banging on the wall. I'm like, oh my god. So I was like mad. I came here and I made that beat, and it's like one of my favorite things I've ever made. So I was like, shout out to my jerk neighbors.
So like the anger was like, you know, really helping you out, making a good beat.
I'll show him.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make this fire ass beat prove to him what I can do. But so do you make like, you don't have like headphones when you make beats? Like, how can you hear what you're doing?
Because I'm using my monitors, but because it's better like that. But
so you like blasted it, you like being absorbed.
It was literally
by
like 2
it.
kicks. It was like doom doom, and then he was like doom doom.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh.
No, what if he was like trying to get on that?
Hey.
You hold the microphone to the wall. He's like,
Yeah, I got producer creds now.
yeah. Oh shit. Oops.
Damn.
That's fun though. Okay.
Our neighbor just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no.
No, but that is the best song ever. That is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You guys have favorite songs?
Right now, mine's is because okay. So I've been going in and out of jobs. I've just been quitting them because like they're so I feel like right now I'm in this area where I'm just like I'm not gonna take much from any boss. These are temporary jobs. When they work you like they just work you too hard for the minimum wage you're getting. It gets to you. So I remember one time I was working at, I don't know if I can say the name. I got Amazon. I was working at, whatever. Jeff Bezos about to come for me.
Shut up, Bezos.
Literally it was 5 a.m. I got home and I was like, this sucks. The next day we got in the studio and then he had this beat playing and it's a song about literally quitting a job and following your dreams, because like, why not? I feel like we live, I feel like everyone's so worried about just finding, these pointless jobs and working them like 5 days a week. And I pretty much just made it for that point. It's just like, follow your dreams and, you'll make it, just trust your instinct. But it's my favorite song because I feel like it's where I'm at right now at this very moment.
This song is episode 1 like you were talking about, or is it a different one?
I call it Just Might. It's called Just Might.
Oh, Just Might. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it's not released yet. We're hopefully going to release it soon.
Yeah. Is episode 1 released?
No, but that needs to be released soon too.
Come on, guys. Release
Beginning
it
of
too.
summer. Hopefully June 1st you start releasing stuff. But
Yeah, well, I'm gonna bully you guys.
yeah.
Your motivation. For sure.
Yeah. Okay. And you?
I actually have this song that he produced, obviously, and I personally like it apart from the others because it's more sentimental to me. I definitely got emotional on it. I know you heard the couple songs, and they're more upbeat. I was able to slow down with this one and really touch on like self-doubt and like alcoholism. And I don't know. Every time I sing it, it just feels so like raw. So I think for me,
sure.
that's my favorite.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, sometimes the most like emotional ones could be like your favorite, just because like sometimes that emotion could really like turn into something more positive, like in your music.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
You can hear it like reflected in it too. So I agree with that. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Negatives into positives.
Absolutely.
We're good.
Yeah, for
Nothing's
sure.
gonna stop us.
That's right. How about you?
I'd say probably the most meaningful to me would be this song that my therapist asked me to write a song for her.
Oh.
And I performed it for her because I was going through some things with my dad. And I mean, it was my therapist, so I was just like 100% honest. And I was like, this is how I feel. So, yeah, I hope one day I can have the guts to release it. But I'm glad she made me get out of my comfort zone with that one.
Oh, that's like awesome though, because like she knows that like you're a musician and an artist too, so it's kind of like like channeled like however you're feeling like into your music. It's something that could be a little easier for you to like get it out. That's good. That's awesome. Shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out my therapist.
Shout out to therapist.
So, lastly, what do you want our audience to know about you after having been a part of this project?
I would just say I hope you guys enjoyed our music and were able to vibe with it. I hope you guys could relate. We're really just trying to like make people have fun and like we want people to dance and have a good time. But we're just like we're gonna be releasing stuff soon. Music videos, songs, merchandise if we can possibly. But we just hope you guys come along for the ride, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for any like aspiring producers who are out there who see this and they're like, you know what, like maybe this is the video where they're like, I'm gonna start doing that.
Oh man.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Quit your job.
Yes, absolutely. There you go.
I don't know, just I know it's like hard to just say, but just don't doubt yourself. Just trust that what you're making is like genuinely you, and that there are people out there that are gonna love it. surround yourself with people that inspire you and want to see you be the best that you can be.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Because I feel like in the beginning we made music literally for the weekend. Like we're like, oh, let's try to make a song for the next group. Like we had friends that would just come over, have parties, and we'll have a release party, you know, for our music. And everyone loved it, and we did it for us, and we're still doing it for us. But now we're just trying to share it, you know, make our friend group bigger. You know, just keep sharing our music with the world. And I feel like if you guys make music and you know that your friends love it, or even if you just love it, you know, and it should be out in the world, just do it.
Other people will love it.
The fact that you're thinking about it, you know, it should say that it should be out there. You know, I feel like just do it.
Yeah. Because like
worst case, there's no worst case scenario.
Yeah. Sometimes like, you know, you never know who's gonna like your music. Yeah. So it's like sometimes you just gotta put it out there and then just like see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
But, okay, right on. All right. Well, as we end today's segment, I'd like to thank Jacob and his crew for appearing on our production. It means a lot to me and the rest of the team. So, is there anything else you'd like to say to our viewers? Where can we find you guys online?
My Instagram is jrew.music. Yeah.
Oh, mine's _Nevada.
Mine's is _Kalisko, KALISKO.
Mine is AUS10 YEPEZ. Catch me on there.
Cool. That's an interesting one. That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. So my name is Austen.
Yeah.
AUSTEN. So I put a 10.
Okay.
Like the number 10.
There you go.
Oh.
Awesome.
Right. Yeah. I see it now.
Makes some sense to me.
He's a rapper.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So, thank you everyone for watching the third episode of the second season of the Inside the Industry production. Please be sure to check out our Instagram page and follow us at Inside the Industry. And don't be afraid to subscribe to our channel and check out the last episode or the last couple episodes that we did on your way out of here. So thanks again to all of you guys. Very cool. Nice meeting you. And we'll see you next time in a different thing, maybe, perhaps. All right. Bye. Yay.
That's fire.